Hello, my name is Kade Kade, and I'm here in a camper in Skagway, Alaska, on 12th Street, between Maine and Alaska, with my friend Benjamin.
Why couldn't your middle name have been like Kevin?
Because you just want the KKK joke. If I had a nickel, I guess
You'd have a dime.
I'm getting interviewed.
Yeah, getting interviewed. Hi, Gander behind the camera. You've probably already seen the video. If you've been watching all of them and you like in uploaded order, which is something you should probably do.
Yeah, that's the plan.
It would probably look weird to have his interview, and then it would be a bunch of other people's point of views, and then it's like, whoa, the other side of the camper.
Yeah. Okay. Here.
That's why this is going to be the last one uploaded.
So I am getting you and Benjamin in frame because this should be between. Like he's gonna ask you questions as well.
Yeah.
This.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So, Kade, would you please state your full Skagway name?
My name is Kade Kade, also known as Bubba or Bubs, or my most famous moniker, Slinkstifer Geronimo Jenkins, Slinky Jenkins, also known as Slink Master J, or the Slink Man. But Slinky Jenkins, owner and sole proprietor of Slinky Jenkins Canadian Family Style Buffet Parlors, Arcades, Bowling Alleys, and Haberdasheries, depending on your locale.
And what do you do for work?
Well, I used to be a tour guide out at Alaska 360, where I moonlighted as a gold panner. Now I am maintenance for Klondike Tours, Smart Bus, and Alaskan Fairy Tales, and I am also a gold panner for Alaskan Fairy Tales. I teach people how to gold pan, and I teach people the history of our town and Alaskan history and why it's so important to us. And it brings me such great joy that I get to spread that information and that science to people's lives, regardless of how enthused they are that they just spent $30 to watch their kid dump out a pan of gold.
And then I come through and get up all that gold after they leave.
Yep, you sure do. You sluice it out.
Now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna switch to your moniker, Bubba.
Yeah.
What brought you to Alaska originally?
So that's a really long story. I was living in a really small podunk town in Florida called Okeechobee, and good Lord willing and the creeks don't rise, I never will end up there ever again. I was living with my uncle. I made terrible life choices. It was absolutely terrible. I was at total rock bottom.
You had a sick goatee, though.
I did have a sick goatee, but I'm going to preface this here before we move on. I, one night, was listening to Frank Zappa in my uncle's garage in Okeechobee, Florida, and I wanted to write a Frank Zappa song. So just in my head, I had the name Slinky Jenkins. I just made it up. And I came up... The original video is on YouTube. I just set my phone down and pressed record and made up the song Slinky Jenkins Canadian Family Style Buffet. I played it the next night from memory at a bar called Back to Butch's Fish Camp. And everyone that was there and my friends that were there were literally like, what the fuck was that? Please never do that again. But my Uncle Keith was like, you're going to do something special with that song one day. That's a really cool song. And he died 3 weeks later. Not getting into that, but... After that, I was kind of in a limbo where I'm like, I need to do something. I have no money. I have no job. I'm just, here, existing. Again, because of my terrible life choices. And so I kind of floated around Florida, and then I floated around doing odd jobs, construction jobs, hurricane cleanup. And I ended up with a company that we would lease jobs all over the country. We went to Kansas. We ended up in Tennessee. And after Tennessee, we got a job in Alaska. And I was checking Alaska out. Got up here, job fell through, ended up here in Skagway with a bunch of tour guide friends and a tour guide job at the Dredge with Nugget and Kex and all them, and I ended up being a tour guide. They're like, you need a tour guide name. So I'm like, fucking Slinky Jenkins. They're like, we need a backstory. And I'm like, it's 1898. I'm mining the miners. I'm gonna open a buffet. And it turned into after just being here, we thought it would be funny to keep adding shit to the name. So it became Slinky Jenkins Canadian Family Style Buffet, parlors, arcades, bowling alleys, and my favorite, haberdasheries. And it's become my magnum opus song every time I play. If these two can both attest,
yes,
that when I play, it is It's like Skagway's hit single.
Yep.
It's repeated
The crowds
again
go wild.
and again and again.
And no matter how many times I play it, people still just want to say, "Come on down to Slinky Jenkins."
It's Canadian family style buffet.
Keep going.
Come on down to Slinky Jenkins. Stuff your fucking face. Stuff your fucking face.
At Slinky Jenkins Canadian Family Style Buffet Bars, where he's bowling as an haberdasher. And yeah, so I ended up here in Skagway and came back up here this season. Got I built up a good rapport with Greg, owner of Klondike Doors and Smart Bus last season, and I'm working here now, and I guess I'm living here now. I'm staying here, so that's really cool. I would enjoy a smoke. Actually, the cigarette sounds great, but we got to take a shot first. You ready? You got one? There you go. Atta boy, Benji. See, I don't know where in the lower 48 has this. Monarch.
Canadian whiskey.
I paid good money for this $15 fifth of Monarch.
Good cold
$15.
hard money. I'm gonna take a quick snap of a break from camera holding. If you want to take it for a bit, I'm gonna load the fucking bowl so I can.
And we're smoking.
Because I don't know if you guys saw in my interview, I did say I wanted to smoke, but I didn't fucking smoke. I didn't smoke.
Well, he's smoking marijuana. I'm smoking Winston Lights. That's what my parents smoked, and I saw them in the liquor store earlier. And I'm like, fuck it. So let's go.
And I have a marijuana cigarette.
A marijuana cigarette. I don't smoke marijuana. I'll say this right now, and they're gonna test.
He drinks it though.
I drank it one time, and it was the worst experience of my life. But I don't do pot drugs.
Does not actively smoke marijuana. Has smoked marijuana at my wedding because he's a fucking G and he knows I like getting stoned with my friends.
And then he left
Keep
early.
this family friendly.
Hey, you know what? Leave whenever you want. It's just
Keep it family friendly.
Oh, it's raining. Thank goodness I got wet-proof rolling papers.
You need a lighter?
No.
Okay. Well, hit me with whatever other questions you got while we're out here. No one's asked me where I'm from yet.
Where are you originally from? Born?
I was born and raised in Mount Airy, North Carolina. Surrey County, or as we call it, Sorry County. Mount Airy, North Carolina is also known as Mayberry, Sandy Griffith's hometown. Wow, as soon as we come out here, it starts fucking pouring like this out of a boot. What else you got?
Why are you staying here this winter?
I have nowhere else to go, and I'm tired of moving every 6 months. I love Skagway. It's an amazing place, and I love the people. I love the community, and there's nowhere else that I'd rather be than right here with my Rednecks, White Sox, and Blue Ribbon beer.
Who's been your biggest inspiration while you've been in Skagway?
Does it have to be a Skagway person?
Doesn't have
Nope.
to be a Skagway person.
But you know what, though? If I did have a biggest inspiration, I would have to say Shiloh the Shuttle Man. He can.
Shiloh the Shuttle
That's
Man!
what a shuttle man can. Racing to die at dangerous speeds. But did you die? So Shiloh, he's been my best friend. Him and Kex both are probably the closest people I consider them brothers, And just Shiloh's story, he came up here with basically nothing and made a life, and he's doing good. And it's just here in his life, it's pretty much, how I don't want mine to be. So.
Good call, good call.
Good go.
How long has this been? This has to be over 10 minutes.
9 minutes.
Oh, okay.
How much money have you spent on beer this season?
Beer? Not a lot.
Liquor, Monarch Canadian whiskey.
I would say, let's see, if I get, let's just say conservatively here to keep it family friendly. It's $15 a fifth. I get 2 fifths a week. It's been 16 weeks. What's 15 times 16? Or what's 30 times 16?
Number.
Yeah. Dudes. What?
180,000.
No, that is no. You guys can do the math, but that's that. But yeah, and that's just being conservative. Yeah, okay. We didn't have to ask that question, but what else you got?
18 numbers.
Oh, we got the calculator.
15.
It keeps going out of focus. The lighting's weird. You're like a bird.
Is that better?
Yes, it is actually.
What we got?
16 times 30.
No, yeah, 16 times 30.
Oh, $480.
Yeah, $480. That's not bad.
That's really not that bad.
I've spent $480 over 6 months. That's not that bad. That's, you know, a car payment and a half.
But hey, you know what you don't need at Skagway?
Is a car.
Is a car.
All right. So I want to end this somewhat soon
At
and
10
nicely.
minutes.
Yeah, what other last questions you got? And then I'll head out.
What's your biggest regret?
My biggest regret is dating a girl named Haley Bassito. Ruined my life. Fuck that. I was stupid. I was so stupid. I was young and stupid. Fuck that. Never let a woman control you. You make terrible decisions in the heat of passion.
But there's so much passion.
What else you got?
I'm just kidding. No, I'm not making any terrible. I feel like I'm being very conservative. I know what I'm doing.
Well, guys, I guess this is it. I just want you to know, every single person I've interviewed this entire series has been super near and dear and close to my heart. I love each and every one of them. Hell, I officiated that man's wedding. And you know, we're here right now. I'm surrounded by the best people you could ever be with. Skagway truly is the island of misfit toys. Skagway is where societal vagrants come to finally find peace. And we're here. And we're loving it. So guys, remember, no matter where life takes you, don't sweat the petty stuff. Pet the sweaty stuff.
Oh, I got dizzy right there.